This video is a quick guide on how to exalt weapons, and how Pestilence Outbreaks work in the Breach patch of No Rest for the Wicked. Warning: this guide contains endgame footage and a bit of a spoiler. If you haven't progressed until here, maybe wait a bit. Basically, you can only exalt weapons after you finish the main story. Let's begin. After you beat the last boss in the main story, go talk to Madrigal Celine. Once the conversation ends and you start heading back, you'll get a message saying Pestilence Outbreaks can now happen across the world. Go back to Sacrament City and talk to the Watcher. He now has the ability to exalt weapons using materials you get from Outbreak zones. With the Torn Sinew, the Torn Husk, and Torn Marrow, you can exalt and upgrade your gear to their maximum potential. The Torn Effigy is a bit special, and I'll get to it in a minute. Let's get you familiar with how the Outbreak works. Outbreak zones appear on the map with a purple-violet glow. When you go there, you'll need to defeat enemies until a boss shows up. All enemies in these zones, especially the boss, can drop Outbreak materials. Now, here's the fun part. If you rest at a campfire inside an Outbreak zone, you can burn items to increase the difficulty. The harder the challenge, the better the rewards. Not just gear, but more Outbreak materials too. Once you defeat the boss, the outbreak in that area ends, and you can return to the Watcher to use the materials and exalt your gear. Now, I would strongly recommend you keep the materials and use them to craft a Torn Effigy. With the Torn Effigy, you can do two things. 1. If you go into an infested area and burn it on the fire, it will immediately reveal the boss. Basically, you don't have to fight all the enemies to spawn the boss. It will reveal it immediately. Secondly, and most important use of the Torn Effigy, is to go to any clean region and burn it in any campfire. If you do this, that region will become an Outbreak zone, and also spawn the boss directly. There will still be enemies there to fight and farm materials from them, but the boss will also be revealed. This way, you can farm more and more materials to exalt and upgrade your gear. If not, and you don't use the Torn Effigy, you will have to wait some time until the next zone becomes an Outbreak. One thing to know is that after you clear a zone, you can't burn another effigy there for a while, but you can just move to a different zone and trigger the Outbreak there instead. If you're like me and clear Outbreaks quickly, and you've already cleared all the zones, I recommend creating a new realm. Push through the story again and unlock Outbreaks in that realm. With an endgame character, it takes about 2 to 3 hours to reach that point in a fresh realm. This way, you'll have 2 realms where you can farm Outbreak materials. And that's it. Hope this helps you on your Wicked journey. If you found this guide helpful, consider subscribing. And if you have any questions, drop them in the comments. Thanks for watching.